Orcas are so feared that the ocean's most notorious predator, the great white shark, abandons its hunting grounds the moment they arrive. This isn't fantasy. In 2017, great whites near South Africa's coast vanished when a specific group of hunters moved in. The reason? Orcas were systematically hunting them down, not for food but for their livers. And this is just the beginning of why killer whales are the undisputed kings of the ocean. You might think brute strength makes an apex predator, or maybe speed. But what if we told you that orcas have mastered something far more deadly? Intelligence. These marine mammals have figured out how to kill 30-foot great white sharks in less than 2 minutes. They've developed hunting techniques that even modern naval strategists study. And they've learned to pass these skills down through generations, creating what scientists now call killer whale culture. Think about the ocean's most fearsome hunters. Great whites? They flee when orcas appear. Blue whales? Despite being the largest animals ever to exist, they're regularly hunted by orca pods. Even tiger sharks, bull sharks, and leopard seals, all apex predators in their own right, become prey when orcas decide to hunt. To understand the true magnitude of orca dominance, let's look at their physical capabilities. An adult male orca can grow up to 32 feet long and weigh up to 22,000 pounds. That's nearly the weight of 2 school buses. Females are slightly smaller but still massive, reaching lengths of 28 feet. Their size alone would be impressive, but it's their combination of strength, speed, and agility that makes them truly formidable. But before we dive deeper into their hunting prowess, we need to understand what makes orcas truly unique: their incredible social structure. Unlike most marine predators, orcas live in highly organized family groups called pods. These aren't just loose associations. They're tight-knit families that stay together for life. A pod typically consists of a matriarch, often over 50 years old, her children, and her grandchildren. Some pods can contain 4 generations of orcas, all working together, all learning from each other. This family structure creates something unprecedented in the marine world: a cultural dynasty. Each pod develops its own hunting specialties, its own communication dialect, and even its own food preferences. Similar to a family business where the CEO has been perfecting their craft for half a century, passing down trade secrets through generations. That's essentially what an orca pod is: a family-run hunting enterprise with decades of accumulated knowledge. Let's break down what makes these black and white hunters so lethal. First, their physical capabilities are off the charts. An adult orca can reach the speeds of 34 miles per hour, dive 1,000 feet deep, and deliver a bite force of 19,000 pounds per square inch. For comparison, that's more than 7 times the bite force of a lion. Their echolocation is so precise they can detect a fish the size of a golf ball from nearly 600 feet away. Their real weapon is a brain that's second only to humans in terms of social and emotional complexity. Orcas possess a part of the brain that humans don't even have: an extended paralimbic system that might explain their incredible social bonds and hunting coordination. This advanced brain structure allows them to process complex social information and develop sophisticated hunting strategies that require precise timing and cooperation. What's truly remarkable is how these hunting strategies vary across different regions. In Norway, orcas have mastered the carousel feeding technique, herding massive schools of herring into tight balls near the surface, then stunning them with tail slaps. Off the shores of Argentina, they've learned to intentionally beach themselves to catch seals on the shoreline, a risky maneuver that requires perfect timing and incredible strength to return to the water. Their hunting success relies heavily on their extraordinary sensory capabilities. Orcas use echolocation by producing high-pitched clicks that travel through the water. These sound waves bounce off objects and return to the orca, creating a detailed 3-dimensional map of their surroundings. This natural sonar is so sophisticated that they can determine the size, shape, and even the type of prey they're tracking. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Different orca populations have developed their own specialized hunting techniques. New Zealand orcas have mastered hunting rays in shallow waters, flipping them over with precise movements to avoid their defensive stingers. Antarctic orcas create waves to knock seals off ice floes, working in coordinated groups of up to 7 individuals. North Pacific orcas have learned to exhaust blue whales through prolonged chase strategies, taking turns harassing their massive prey until it becomes too tired to defend itself. In 2016, scientists documented an extraordinary event off the coast of California. A pod of orcas took down a blue whale, the largest animal ever known to exist. The hunt lasted over 6 hours, with the orcas working in shifts, repeatedly ramming the whale to exhaust it, targeting its fins to immobilize it, and preventing it from surfacing to breathe. This wasn't just a random attack. It was a carefully orchestrated takedown of a creature nearly 3 times their size. Communication plays a crucial role in their hunting success. Orcas use a complex system of clicks, whistles, and calls to coordinate their attacks. Each pod has its own distinct dialect, a unique set of vocalizations that helps maintain group cohesion during hunts. These dialects are so specific that scientists can identify different pods just by listening to their calls. Some researchers have documented over 17 distinct call types within a single pod, each serving different purposes during social interactions and hunting. Remember those great white sharks we mentioned? The way orcas hunt them is nothing short of brilliant. They target great whites with surgical precision, flipping them upside down to induce tonic immobility, essentially paralyzing them. Then they extract the shark's nutrient-rich liver, leaving the rest of the carcass. This isn't just hunting, it's sophisticated predation that requires advanced problem-solving skills. The precision of these attacks suggests they've learned exactly where the liver is located and how to extract it with minimal effort. What's particularly fascinating is how orcas teach these hunting techniques to their young. Calves spend years learning from their mothers and other pod members, gradually developing the skills they'll need to become successful hunters. They start with simpler tasks and progressively learn more complex techniques. This educational process can take up to 2 decades, a significant investment that ensures the survival of their hunting culture. Orcas have achieved something no other marine predator has managed: global dominance. They're found in every ocean on Earth, from tropical waters to polar regions. Each population has adapted to its local environment, developing specialized hunting strategies that work for their specific prey and conditions. In the Arctic, they've learned to navigate through ice sheets. In tropical waters, they dive deep to hunt squid. This adaptability is perhaps their greatest strength. There's no marine environment they haven't mastered. The mere presence of orcas can reshape entire marine ecosystems. When they arrive in an area, other predators don't just hide, they completely abandon their territory, sometimes for months. This creates what scientists call a landscape of fear, where the mere threat of orcas can alter the behavior of entire species. Their influence extends beyond just their prey, affecting everything from fish populations to seabird behavior. Throughout history, orcas have maintained their position at the top of the marine food chain. Unlike other predators, they've never been successfully challenged by another species. Even the extinct megalodon, often considered the most powerful marine predator in history, would have faced serious competition from orca pods had they existed at the same time. But perhaps the most chilling aspect of orca dominance isn't their physical prowess or even their intelligence. It's that they're still evolving, still learning, still developing new hunting strategies. Every generation of orcas is teaching the next something new, building upon thousands of years of accumulated knowledge. Their cultural evolution continues to outpace the biological evolution of their prey, giving them an ever-increasing advantage in the eternal arms race of predator versus prey. And right now, somewhere in the vast oceans, a pod of orcas might be developing a hunting technique we've never seen before. What new strategies will they devise? Which species will need to adapt to survive? The ocean's ultimate apex predator isn't just ruling the seas, they're rewriting the rules of predation itself.